Hello and welcome to the What's New in the Supply Chain Management area session. I'm Andrei Panko and I will be doing demos for you. We are focusing on multiple improvements grouped into these 4 areas. You can always take a look at the screenshots and detailed descriptions in the release plans notes. You can also welcome to watch the second session focused on the warehouse. And now we should start. But first, I would like to thank you. Thank you for customers and users and partners who submitted product suggestions at ak.ms/bc ideas. That helped us to decide what to build. Thank you for partners at participating in the Yammer discussion and sharing their design proposals and verifying the results. And of course, thank you to contributors who joined our GitHub initiatives and contributed in the different code. You will see these features as well in the demos. And let's start with the first demo about improvements and the new functionality around transfer orders. Let's start by creating new transfer order. Now it is very easy and clear where I should start. I should start with entering transfer from and transfer to location. And the next, in my lines, which are edited, I need to add items. I will be using a new button, Select Items, which was, by the way, added through GitHub contribution. Which allows me to select multiple items at the same time. All right. Let's update quantity. And take a look at dimensions. Now dimensions are inherited from the default dimensions defined on the location level. Of course, it's a little bit tricky when we're dealing with transfer orders because we have 2 or even more precisely 3 locations. So we copy dimensions from the location which was edited last. The last location I selected was East location, which is selected in the transfer to code field. So dimensions are copied from this location. All right, let's do the next step and check how our document will look after posting. Yes, we added posting preview in multiple places of the application, all around inventory areas. All right, everything looks as it should in the posting preview. Let's close the transfer order card and navigate to the list. In the list, we will select multiple documents, and then we can choose another action, which was never added in this release, and it was added again by partners. It is batch posting report. You can run it in the job queue, and you can define filters and actions specifying what exactly you want it to post. Is it shipment, receive, and how it should deal with direct transfers. So we would like to exclude direct transfers right now, and let's post shipment. Multiple documents were posted at once. Let's navigate back to the posted document. What if we did something wrong? Now we have a better way to deal with erroneous posting by using undo shipment functionality. Let's open the posted document, select lines which we don't need anymore, and use undo shipment function. All right. Now you can see system added lines with a negative quantity, means my shipment is corrected, and I can go back to my transfer order, and quantity to ship is restored to its original values. Now I can delete lines or change it and post if necessary again. That's all about transfer order improvements. The next group of improvements built completely by contributors via GitHub, and all of them are about catalog items. So now catalog items became available in the blanket orders. Let's navigate to the blanket order and go to the lines. And there is a new function, select catalog item, which works absolutely the same way as it does in the sales quote and sales orders. It allows you to select catalog item. Let's pick the first one. What just happened? From the catalog item, the item which we selected was transferred to the list of normal items, and at this point of time it received the item number. And here item number says CAT001. Oh, I do it for the first time. Why so? Where is this number series is coming from? Let's explore. Let's open catalog items again and take a closer look at this specific item. Alright, edit. You can see that we are using item template, and in this item template, if you drill down further, the number series is defined. So now, when system converts catalog item into the normal item, it uses the number series from the item template. What if it is not defined in the item template, you can ask. In this case, system will use normal number series used for items. And I will close all the documents to show where this information is coming from. You can open a catalog item setup and find the new option in the number formats. So this option, item no series, which instructs system to use a normal number series for items, which can be defined in the inventory setup or in the item template as a number format for items. Thank you for team who contributed. Next, let's move next. Now we will be talking about restrictions, which in some cases good one. I will open the list of purchase orders and press post button for any of those. Have you noticed? Instead of the dialog which asks me about options, what I do want to post, receipt or invoice or both of them together, system just asks me if I'm going to post receipt part, yes or no. This behavior is defined per user. You can find the new fields in the user setup window, and it's called sales and purchase invoice posting policies. Let's take a look at which options are available for these flows. For sales invoice, and same for purchase invoice, we have three options available. Allowed, in this case, system behaves as it behaved before. It asks user about the intent, what do they want. But if you decide to restrict and limit specific user to post only shipment or only receipt, you can choose prohibited option. And mandatory, it will force user to post together with shipment also invoice part. Let's take a look how this selection has impact on the sales documents. So this is a list of the sales document. Let's press post. And now system asks me about shipment and invoice. Okay. What about bulk posting? Invoice is turned on automatically because I have no options to deselect this toggle. But how system will react if a user will try to work with purchase invoices? Purchase invoices. You remember that we restricted posting of invoices. And system notifies user about this restriction. So as a user, I can post only receipts. And this restriction is also implemented in the warehouse flows as well. But more about it you can find in the warehouse related session. Now let's move forward and explore the last group of improvements all about item tracking. Item tracking is a very important feature, and in some companies and some industries it is mandatory to have. And we did number of changes, and one like the major change to make the life easier for these companies. First of all, it's a process of the creation, and of course it's a consultant who usually works with it, but they will be happy. Now, warehouse tracking is automatically enabled. It has no impact if you are not using warehouse process, but if you decide later to start using it, you might discover that wrongly configured item tracking code is a blocker, which requires additional work which you may not want to do. Alright. The next important step which you need to perform after configuring item tracking codes in the most cases is dealing with opening balances. And let's take a look at what we have done to improve this process. Non-trivial process, especially when you're dealing with the tracking elements. Now you can change batch, item journal batch, to have item tracking information on lines. You activate item tracking on lines toggle for specific batch. And in this case, fields related to lot, expiration, serial, warranty date, package, if enabled, they became visible and editable. Editable here, and also editable or updatable via configuration packages. It still does not work with Edit in Excel window, just be aware. Before changing anything here, we need to show one additional features coming from GitHub contributions. Document numbers. I missed them, but I have now function which allows me to renumber document numbers. Okay, I got them based on number series. Back to lot numbers. I configured them, they are editable, so I can actually go and change it here. I can open it in the item tracking lines and do some changes here. The change will be propagated, but you can also see that as soon as I open item tracking windows, the line or these fields are non-editable. I can also do more changes. For example, I can split and have multiple tracking details. In this case, the field is non-editable and blank. Now it's time to go and post. And before posting, I would like to show you that we have posting preview in many places. As I mentioned already, we're talking about 20 places. And more important, and also important, that we have additional entries which we track. For example, warehouse entries. Let's open it. Where we can see details with, and warehouse entry also got its improvement. We can see location. We can see sorting is from newer entries to old ones. And you can navigate to information cards if defined right from the lines. And as we talking about posting preview, let me show you one more example, not all 20. Assembly orders. And we do posting preview here as well. Capacity ledger entries now are also included, together with physical inventory ledger entries. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the demos and now you have some idea what to expect from the new product. As a reminder, for details, please take a look at the release note. It has screenshot, it has detailed steps, and you can also find additional information in various resources. Thank you for watching, and see you at the next session.